Drawing the pole for Heat 1 would be Gerald Reddington in the 12 car. On his outside would be Ophelia Endymion in the 2 car. Coming into turn 1, Gerald would easily take the lead, and Scott Batista in the 91 would move into second. Mark Nutt started near the back of the pack, was forced up into the middle line, but go to Honecker. Mark Nutt did not have the grip in his tires and slid up into Kyle Sosnowski, and he went around for a spin. This would bring out our first caution. 4 laps later, Gerald would bring the field back to the restart. A lap after the restart, Matthew Nicholson would slide up the track on the exit of turn 2, would get into Spencer Fullerton, and he would spin down to the inside. Because he stayed down there, he would not bring out the caution. Spencer Fullerton has just been the other driver's punching bag for the last couple of rounds, and I imagine he's getting fed up with it. Back up front, we have our first lead change of the race, as Scott Batista got a run on Gerald Reddington on the backstretch and took the lead. Gerald, however, would get a nice run off of turn 4 using the inside line. Scott Batista would try to block him, but Gerald's nose was already there, and he would retake the lead. However, coming into turn 3, Scott Batista, pulling another crossover move, would try to get around him, and would be able to do so as they entered turn 1, as Matthew Stringer has moved his way up into 3rd position. Things are really heating up as the battle for the lead is currently 3 wide. Matthew Stringer getting to the inside of Scott Batista, and Skylar Dixon, the 96, has somehow made her way to the front already in just 10 laps. Skylar started this race 17th and is already in the lead. Just a testament to just how strong that car has been so far this season, as Luca Obrovac has moved into second. For the next few laps, no one would be able to challenge Skylar Dixon. Gerald Reddington has, however, moved his way back up into second and is running him down. The rest of the field has kind of fallen back just a little bit, although things are still very close, as we see Kyle Sosnowski actually bump doors with Matthew Stringer for a minute, as Gerald Reddington is having a run on the inside, makes it stick, and Gerald Reddington is back into the race lead. A couple of laps later, Gerald would lose grip in turn 2, slide up the track, and that would allow Luca Obrovac to take over the lead, as Skylar Dixon has currently somehow made her way out of a 4-wide battle into turn 3, still in the top 5 here. Gerald trying to get back around Luca Obrovac. Matthew Stringer is going to go around both of them, though, as we head into turn 3. A lap after, Luke Walker would make his way up into the lead, as Matthew Stringer nearly got into an accident with Alex Allen, who slid up the track there, and now Skylar Dixon's retaking the lead. Nice to see Luke Walker up front, though. He hasn't, neither of the TA2 racing teammates have done particularly well so far this season, as we are 4 wide for second place there for a minute. That could have gone terribly wrong, but luckily these drivers sorted out. No one would be able to challenge Skylar Dixon for a few laps until Luca Obrovac got around him through turn 4, but Skylar Dixon got such a good run off of 4 that he was able to get back down to the inside and retake the lead. As Kyle Sosnowski makes some contact with Luca Obrovac. Kyle Sosnowski and Jeffrey Fingai, 2 of our major championship contenders, have hit the wall hard. Coming through turn 2, Luca Obrovac would slide up high, would not give Kyle Sosnowski enough room, and Kyle would slide down into Jeffrey Fingai, spinning Gerald Reddington in the process. Jeffrey and Kyle would go hard into the wall, and they would both be taken out of the race. Gerald would tap the wall, but would be fine, and Luca Obrovac would continue pretty much unscathed. While coming to the caution flag, Matthew Stringer would drop to the inside with some engine trouble. He would go out of the race while under caution. What this has done then is set up a 3-lap shootout to end this race. Skylar Dixon leads them back to the green flag, as Alex Allen's already moving up into second place. Skylar Dixon leads the field into turn 3 for the final time. Alex Allen and Luca Obrovac have been constantly battling back and forth for second place, and because of that, Skylar Dixon would be free to pick up the checkered flag here in heat race number 1. Luca Obrovac in the 3 would edge out the 49 of Alex Allen for second. As previously stated, Alex Allen would finish third. Ophelia Endumian would grab the 4th spot, and William Duncan would come across the line in 5th. The second 30-lap event would feature Alex Tanker on pole in the 19 car with Johnny Finguy in the 42 on his outside. As in Heat Race 1, the driver on the inside would easily take the lead. However, in this heat race, we don't already have an accident. We're only 2 laps into this heat race, and already the positions have changed pretty drastically. Terrence Day in the 55 up into second as Mike Doan has made his way up into third. Alex Tanker slides up the track, trying to get a good run off the corners. We've got a crash at the back of the field. Terrence Day has taken the lead. Mike Doan, though, will get it through turns 3 and 4, it looks like, and Mike Doan will lead the field to the caution flag. Near the back of the pack, Pichu London would send that car up into turn 2 way too hard, would make some contact with Ilya Bondarenko, and Ilya would be turned into Chris Washer. All drivers would continue with very minimal damage. Mike Doan would lead the still completely full 18-car field back to the grid. Terrence Day dives down to the inside and takes the lead pretty darn quickly. Carl Endumian trying to battling with Michael Caine right now for third. Carl Endumian and Michael Caine would battle their ways past Mike Doan, and Carl Endumian would get such a good run from it that he would be able to take the lead. Coming off of turn 2, Paul Swanson would slide up into Michael Caine, sending Michael Caine hard down into the inside wall. This would take Michael Caine out of the race. Under caution, Jacob Young would also retire due to some engine problems. Unfortunate for that team. Terrence Day in the 55 would lead the field back to the green flag after our second caution. Already, this race has had just as many cautions as the entirety of Heat 1 did, and we're only halfway through. Carl Endumian's definitely got a strong car today, and he would get by Terrence Day for the lead after just a lap after the retaking of the green flag. However, Mike Doan would shove his nose in there off of 2, and Mike Doan is going to grab the lead. Racing midfield, we'd have another casualty due to engine problems, James O'Shea. After being held off for a few laps, Terrence Day would get to the inside of Mike Doan coming into turn 3, and he would grab the lead. Paul Swanson, though, would force it 3 wide coming off the corner. Terrence Day holding on to the position for now, but Paul Swanson still got his nose there as we enter turn 1, and Paul Swanson is going to be our new leader. A lap later, coming into turn 1, we had some 3 wide racing, and Ilya Bondarenko would force it 4 wide coming out, and that did not work as Alex Tanker, Johnny Finguy, Andreas Allen, and Carl Endumian would all get a piece as they spun. Carl Endumian obviously somewhat upset with Johnny Finguy as well, as he crashed into the back of him just after the incident. Further up the track, Chris Washer would go onto the apron to avoid some of the cars that slowed down for the incident. He really should have backed off there, and he slid up the track, spun the car, and got hit from behind by Johnny Appleseed, who didn't really deserve to have a part in that. Johnny would retire from the race due to the damage that caused to the car's motor. Paul Swanson in the 69 would lead the field back to the green flag with just 5 laps to go. After a lap, Mike Doan would jump into the lead off of turn 2. Paul Swanson, though, would dive to the inside to try and get a crossover move going. That would not work as Mike Doan went down as soon as he saw Paul's bumper move. However, Paul would get a good run coming into turn 1 off of the back bumper of him and would retake the lead. Terrence Day, however, has other ideas as he moves his way up into the first position himself. As we come to the white flag, the battles for the lead continue as Ilya Bondarenko forces Terrence Day up the track as we come to the white flag. Ty Dent now shoves him up, and Ilya Bondarenko is going to lead at the taking of the white flag. Ty Dent backs off a little bit, but has a great exit to turn 2. Ilya Bondarenko took a very aggressive line, and that did not stick at all. Andreas Allen right behind Ty Dent right now. Again, he have a go on the lead off of turn 4. Takes a look. Not going to be enough, it doesn't look like, and Ty Dent is going to win heat race number 2. Andreas Allen in the 39 is going to get the 2nd position. Another great start to the week for him. Ilya Bondarenko gets 3rd. Paul Swanson in the 69 settles for 4th. And another good run for William Nicholson as he gets 5th position.